Top 10 remote nursing jobs that you can start today. In recent times, advances in technology have led to an abundance of remote positions for registered nurses. Remote nurses can utilize technology like web cameras, Wi-Fi, and cell phones to administer care from the comfort of their own home. When it comes to the nursing field, these remote positions typically support the big picture. Think about it like this: an inpatient nurse provides targeted care for patients, while a remote nurse can help plan and coordinate care for dozens of patients. This may include tasks like referrals and triaging symptoms. So in this video, we will discuss about the top 10 remote nursing jobs you can start today. But before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. 10. Research nurse. Research nurses are vital to the field of medicine because they conduct scientific research into several aspects of health, such as illnesses, treatment plans, pharmaceuticals, and healthcare methods. Their ultimate goal is to improve healthcare services and patient outcomes. Put simply, research nurses design scientific studies, analyze data, and report their findings to other medical professionals. Research nurses typically create their own studies, secure funding, and collect and analyze their findings. In addition, they may help with the recruitment of study participants and offer direct patient care while completing their research. The average research nurse salary is about $72,000 per year, or around $35 per hour. This salary can range between $63,000 and $84,000. Research nurses in 90th percentile can earn more than $85,000 per year. 9. Virtual Clinical Trial Manager. Clinical trial managers are responsible for leading the process of clinical trials by using effective organizational strategies and reviewing the results through demanding clinical procedures. The responsibilities of a virtual clinical trial manager revolves around the day-to-day management of a trial. This includes recruitment, retention, training, appraisal, and supervision of team members. It's also vital that clinical trial managers have excellent communication, interpersonal, and leadership skills. The average clinical trial manager earns around $129,000 per year, or about $62 per hour. While their salary range typically falls between $112,000 and $149,000, clinical trial managers in the 90th percentile can earn more than $150,000 per year. 8. Remote Disease Intervention Specialist. The role of a disease intervention specialist was initially created to fill a need of STD prevention. Now, these public health professionals possess investigative skills that have made them key responders to public health infectious disease threats. Tuberculosis outbreak response, HIV exposure notification, other infectious disease control efforts, and emergency responses. Disease intervention specialists serve as public health outreach workers who are usually responsible for locating and counseling people with sexually transmitted diseases as well as their contacts. Their skill include communication, contact tracing, interviewing, case analysis, and community engagement. The job duties of a DIS parallel those that would be required to respond swiftly and efficiently to critical public health problems, such as bioterrorism. The average salary of a disease intervention specialist is about $45,000 per year, or around $22 per hour. Although their salary range usually falls between $41,000 and $48,000, disease intervention specialists in the 90th percentile can earn more than $50,000 per year. 7. Nurse Recruiter. Nurse recruiters assist medical companies by procuring nurses for various roles. Thanks to nurse recruiters, hospitals and other healthcare facilities run smoothly, even as vacancies or staffing needs arise. Since these facilities can spend less time recruiting, they can focus on daily operations and the well-being of their patients. Nurse recruiters specialize in finding the right nurse for the right role. Due to the nature of their job, nurse recruiters must have excellent sales and communication skills. It's their responsibility to sell an employer's job opening to qualified nurses. They also partner with various organizations, work with various schools, etc. The average nurse recruiter annual salary is around $87,000 per year, or about $42 per hour. While their typical salary range falls between $76,000 and $98,000, nurse recruiters in the 90th percentile can earn more than $109,000 per year. 6. Legal nurse consultant. Legal nurse consultants are registered nurses that consult with attorneys and offer expertise on medical issues. LNCs use their experience in clinical nurse practice to apply the nursing process to complex, relevant information in legal cases. Essentially, LNCs bridge the gap between healthcare science, patient outcomes, and due process. The average legal nurse consultant earns around $76,000 per year, or about $36.50 per hour. Their salary often falls somewhere between $68,000 and $87,000. However, LNCs in the 90th percentile can earn as much as $97,000 per year. 5. Online nursing educator. Online nursing educators work in academia to educate the next generation of nurses, depending on their experience and employer. They might manage classes for a diploma program, associate's degree program, or bachelor's degree program. They can also teach at higher levels or offer refresher courses for nurses who would like to re-enter the field. In addition, online nursing educators may conduct research or complete several other tasks in nursing and academia. The average online nursing educator earns about $94,000 per year, or around $45 per hour. Typically, their salary range falls between $85,000 and $103,000. Online nursing educators in the 90th percentile can earn more than $111,000 per year. 4. Freelance nurse writer. Freelance nurse writers are nursing professionals who are passionate about educating others on various healthcare topics through personal experience. For instance, a geriatric nurse could provide an inside look at what it's like to care for the elderly, highlight areas where help is needed, etc. The combination of clinical knowledge and writing talent has great potential. Working as a freelance nurse writer could be a great hustle or great side hustle for nurses who are creative and love the field. Many organizations and websites are constantly looking for nurse writers who can provide insightful articles for their platforms. The average freelance content writer earns about $53,000 per year and $26.50 per hour. However, their salary can usually range anywhere from $44,000 to $61,000 per year. 3. Informatics nurse. Informatics nurse are some of the unsung heroes in healthcare. This field combines nursing, computer, and information sciences to maintain and develop medical systems that support nursing practice. Their most important goal is to improve patient care outcomes. These professionals fill a vital role in the development of healthcare technology, educating other healthcare workers, and evaluating results from this implementation. The average informatics nurse in the US earns about $91,000 per year, or about $44 per hour. While their salary range typically falls between $80,000 and $104,000, informatics nurses in the 90th percentile can earn more than $115,000 per year. 2. Telephone triage nurse. Telephone triage nurses help patients ascertain what kind of care they need over the phone. These nursing professionals may offer a brief assessment of the patient and help them determine whether they require emergency care or not. They can also help the patient make an appointment with a physician or treat themselves at home. Telephone triage nurses answer calls from patients and assess their medical needs by performing an over-the-phone consultation. Because they do not have the ability to physically examine their patients, telephone triage nurses must make decisions solely based on information the patient is providing them. Their first step is to gather basic information from the patient, including the patient's identity, age, sex, weight, and height. They will also ask the patient about their symptoms, as well as any pre-existing health problems or relevant history. The telephone triage nurse then assesses the patient's condition and makes the appropriate recommendation for their care going forward. While the average telephone triage nurse earns about $77,000 per year, or $38.50 per hour. 1. RN case manager. Registered nurse (RN) case managers works with patients, their families, doctors, other healthcare professionals, and insurance companies to ensure the entire healthcare operation runs smoothly. Their main role is to manage the healthcare plans for their employer. The primary goal of an RN case manager is to develop, implement, and review healthcare plans. Not only do they advocate for patients and their families, but they strive to offer efficient yet effective healthcare services while maintaining treatment costs. Essentially, RN case managers act as a liaison between patients and medical practitioners. They coordinate services for the patient with doctors, other healthcare professionals, and insurance providers. The average salary of an RN case manager is about $85,000 per year, or around $43 per hour. Their salary will typically range anywhere from $78,000 to $92,000. Thank you guys for watching. If you want more videos like this, make sure to like the video and hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video.